SteelSeries Apex line of keyboards are well known for their quality as well as style, so the Apex M800 is no different. This is a mechanical keyboard we've been waiting for, and we want to find out how well this thing actually handles and if it's really worth picking up. So let's jump in. The Apex M800 is a mechanical keyboard in the Apex line from SteelSeries. Now it retails for $199 and it's got some really cool features. First off is actually the new key switches. It uses something called a QS1 switch, which is actually custom made by SteelSeries, and that's a sample right there with that little keychain there. It's much quieter and pretty much the quietest keyboard key switch I've actually ever used, and I like that. So you know, where it's easy to actually type and use, but is also quiet and easy to actually manage. That is the linear QS1, and you can see it really does a very good job there while typing, while gaming. Doesn't feel really strenuous or difficult to actually do the different tasks that you do. Now of course, with this keyboard as a gamer, you do have that larger space bars. You can even see clearly while I'm playing an FPS here. The idea of the space bar is to give easy access to the space bar. Some people may go, well, that's too large, I don't like it. The honest truth is actually it works really well, especially while gaming, where it's easy to tap the space bar and move to different functions. Now as you know, this keyboard has 16.5 million colors, and you can also illuminate all the different keys in different ways and manners that you choose. So I'm playing daylight here. You can't see it, of course, but my keys are actually bound in FPS mode, so that I actually have the exact keys lit up for what I want to do within the game. And you can do that for different games. You can have custom illumination key sets and things like that, which we'll talk about with when we talk about the SteelSeries Engine 3. But what you have here with this is really a keyboard that in use is really quiet, really effective, and very, very fast. It's something that is really hard to explain on video, but once you actually use the keys, it's a very, very sublime experience, and something I think a lot of people will actually truly appreciate. Now the size of the keyboard is smaller, and if you check out our unboxing video, it's actually smaller than the original Apex, which had more macro key sets on the side, and also volume controls on the right hand side of the keyboard. This is a much slimmer, trimmed down fit and feel for the keyboard, so it's actually much easier to actually fit on frame. Now there is no rest pad for your wrist, but I found it easy to actually use the keyboard in gaming session as well as just typing on a regular basis. Now let's take a look at the SteelSeries Engine 3.
Now the other aspect of the Apex M800 is of course the SteelSeries Engine 3, which allows you to do a couple of things. First thing of course we can do is just change the illumination. We do have a couple of active and idle controls you can actually set, and the idle controls sets idles in 60 seconds. You can disable that. You can do effects. You can do things like steady, color shift breathing, and disable illumination, so you can actually do that. Or you can also have active effects for color shift. You can also do wave speed and what you want those things to be, and so on and so forth. You can save those different configurations. Now you can also pick from the very many templates which we have. You can do FPS, and it gives you a live preview on screen. You can go to MMO, you can go to MOBA. It's got rainbow, of course, theme, which kind of gives you the color rainbow in there. You can do warp drive. You can also do the American flag, so on and so forth. So there's a bunch of that. Now the other aspect to this, of course, is the key binding. As I mentioned, you can bind every single key on this keyboard, so it doesn't matter what key it is. You can see as I move the mouse over, every single key can be bound into macros, and you can see the key zones right here clearly from macro key zone 01, keypad, numlock, you name it. Everything can be bound to whatever you want to. You can actually set those markers right here and save, and save that configuration. Of course, you can save it, of course, to your SteelSeries, the cloud account, and you're all done. You also select your keyboard region. You can change those things altogether. English, a couple of the keyboard regions you can actually select from. So that's that.
Mentioned the keyboard is smaller compared to its Apex older sibling from edge to edge. The other thing also is looking at the illumination is it's underneath the keys as well as going through the key labels. So basically the letters on each keys are also illuminated, so you get proper and full illumination across the keyboard. Now at the very top is where you have your volume controls as well as your playback controls in the F function keys. To actually access those, you hit the Steelseries button, and that basically cuts off all the illumination on every other key except those keys, and that actually shows up on there. You can see the keys are actually illuminated. Your Steelseries logo on the right hand side is illuminated, as well as if we pan over to the left, you would see the Windows buttons illuminated. So that is how you get to your volume and playback controls. Looking at the rear of this keyboard, you also have two USB ports there. Allows you to charge devices, plug extra accessories, things like that. You also have a braided cable, which is pretty nice, that has two USB ports that plug into your PC to actually power the keyboard and give more power for all those devices. So overall, the SteelSeries Apex M800, what do I think about it? I love this keyboard. I really do. I've been dying to see it. I've actually used it for a while, and I really love the keyboard. The QS1 switches are quiet enough but still very fast and responsive to actually give me what I'm looking for as a gamer with a mechanical keyboard. Yes, they're not MX Cherry's keys, but you know what? I really like what they've done here, and dare I say I prefer them over the the Cherry keys. So hey, that's just me. Anyway, I like the keyboard. It does a very solid job. I like the illumination with of course the 16.5 million colors. I love the fact that it's got macro binding across all the keys on here, and I can set it to whatever game I choose, as well as illumination also. So if you guys have any questions or any comments about the SteelSeries Apex M800, let us know. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and favorite this video, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, guys, and always enjoy your entertainment.